So two very good questions. I think you saw the president acknowledging in a very positive way the work that Canada and the United States have been doing to advance our security and economic relationship. I thought it was the first time that I'd seen the president speak publicly in detail about how difficult necessarily these conversations are, because we have probably the two most integrated economies in the world in terms of trading partners of the United States. It's a different circumstance than doing a deal with a country that's an ocean away. The president acknowledged that. That's why it's difficult work, but it's important work for workers and businesses on both sides of the border. Our job is to defend Canadian workers and Canadian businesses. The Prime Minister did that, I think, in a very significant way today. And the conversation between the two leaders left us very much with the sense that there's a desire to see how we can, starting with the steel and aluminum sectors, structure something that would be in the economic and security interests of both countries, that would put us in a better circumstance than we are standing on this terrace of the Canadian Embassy this afternoon. We're hoping. You asked the question about timing. I learned the lesson the hard way. I think it was in the spring, opining on what month or what week we may get the deal. You've known me for a while. I'm sort of an optimistic guy. I said at parliamentary committees last week that I remain optimistic, and I'm more optimistic today after those discussions at the White House than I was when we arrived in Washington yesterday, but recognize that we still have some work to do. But we have an engaged, active, respectful partner in the United States, and I'm optimistic that we can get that work done as quickly as possible, recognizing the urgency. So we don't diminish for a minute the urgency for businesses, workers to see progress, and that's the job that we're here to do.